ball, and that seems to be the trend here in the game. Passing off to number 5. Number 5 uncovered, dropping 2 for Holy Cross.
Luke Amon is sinking him just unconscious right now, up and under the rim. What a beautiful play. Truly a spectacle to be seen.
I mean, let's just put a bet on the court, have him sleep, and shoot those.
And here he is.
Right there.
Again, again, we'll refer to the beautiful program created by the by the TechVac Graphic Arts Department. You know, Luke Amon is a big part of their team. You know, described as a 6-foot explosive player who is quick and loves to run. He has great ball handling and an energy that fuels his team on both ends of the court, and we're seeing that right now, to be honest, Mr. B.
Yeah, you know, we're seeing a lot of things here on the court, and one thing that we're not seeing is Grant Park making a difference. But you know what? I can see that they want it. They want to fight for it, and that does count for a whole lot. And we might see some gains here.
Yeah, you know what's happening right now is the Grant Park Pirates are, you know, they're a bit frustrated, and the game certainly hasn't turned out the way they had hoped. And they're kind of, you know, getting to the point in the game where they need to take chances defensively to try and get turnovers. Oh my goodness! And there is a crash into the photographer. Hopefully everything's all right. Looks like we're okay. Maybe we got a bit of an equipment malfunction, but we just hope that everybody's all right down there, and everyone's ankles are all right on the Holy Cross Crusaders. As I was saying, the Pirates are starting to have to take a couple chances defensively, hoping for some turnovers, and you know, then they're getting down into the offensive court, and they're really starting to try to force things because they know that now's the time. You know, as it goes in sport, though, as you take chances and force things, unfortunately, generally it goes the wrong way for you. So I'm sure Coach is talking about settling down and sticking to the system and working things and getting better. And you know, that's what'll progress them through this tournament.
You know, speaking of coaches, I just watched We Are Marshall. My wife PVR'd it about a week ago, and talk about the influence of a coach. You know, a coach can make a big difference and really be the inspiration machine for his team. And you know, let's hope that these coaches can be that for their team, especially Grant Park's coach, as he inspires them to keep pushing along. And regardless of what the score is right now, just focusing on seeing some magic happen there on the court. That magic, of course, being points made.
You know what? I see somebody famous in the stands here. We've got the head coach. Speaking of coaches making a difference in people's lives, we got the head coach of the River East Kodiaks girls volleyball team, who just this year won the Quad A Provincial. So congratulations goes out to the River East Kodiaks.
Yes,
you know what? You know what? I've seen the stress of a coach that's going through that, and it's just not you know, it's not something that's really fun for anyone around. But it's deserved, or sorry, it's we know that it's respected by the players and the staff and the entire province, as volleyball is a very exciting sport to watch. And back to the action, Mr. B.
Back to the action indeed, as Grant Park scrambling to get that ball. Yes, getting some control. Number 3, of course, Austin Grant passed it off to 21, and that was Mr. Troy Williams with 2 points. Holy Cross's number 33, Harmon Dillon. First time I brought up his name, but I'm sure he's been making some moves kind of under the radar. You know, I just like to make a shout out to all the players whose names we haven't necessarily called, but certainly have been doing their part here on the hardwood. Holy Cross's number 5, but you know and Mr. Sylvester Alexander taking advantage of that turnover.
And a timeout goes to the call by the Holy Cross Crusaders. We're going to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. First being Football Manitoba. We appreciate their support. And you know what? Football and basketball are two sports that really cross over well. And you know, it's a lot of the same skills, such as catching, running, without falling down. So, you know, it's good to have Football Manitoba and a little bit of sport, you know, all the organizations within Sport Manitoba working together to put on a productive tournament. Yes, a tournament. That is what I said. And that is what I will be referring to the WIT as for the rest of the week.
And another shout out to Jeannie's Bakery, right down there on 931 Notre Dame Avenue. They specialize in cakes for all occasions. If you don't know, if you have never had a Genie's cake, you know, go out there and get one, because those things are Manitoba tradition and are delicious. Once again, Genie's Bakery on 931 Notre Dame Avenue, just down from Tech Voc. Returning to the high school basketball action, once again, Holy Cross facing Grant Park if this is your first time tuning into the game.
And again, we'd like to, you know, Mr. Bartlings and I would like to, would just like to say that, you know, we're not basketball experts by any means. You know, we don't really get the, you know, we don't really understand the game. We're not understanding why there are zebras on the court, but we do appreciate it, however, and we are here to help the radio, television, broadcasting department out so that they can prepare for their broadcast live on Shaw TV this Saturday afternoon. Oh, and behind the back, Luke Amon can't make it fall, and it's a travel anyway, but a pretty play to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know, that's where you get into the art of the sport. Soccer might be the beautiful game, but certainly basketball could be called the pretty game.
Well, it is pretty in some respects. It's also ugly, and especially ugly down low in the paint, but Sylvester Alexander is able to make it fall.
Okay, Holy Cross is number 13. Whoa, I don't even know what to say about that. He just fell. And
that, again, gets back to the ugly nature of the sport of basketball. He pulls up for a long two, and unable to make it fall. That was number 3 for the Pirates.
Luke Amon in possession of the ball. Pass it to number 11, of course, that's Conrad. P back to Amon. And for 3, unsuccessful, Grant Park. Grant Park's number 3, Austin Grant. Now, I'm sure Austin wants to see something happen here in the last 3 minutes. Number 2, unsuccessful, that was Joe Blanco. Blanco, meaning white in Spanish.
Wow, that is, you are just a treasure trove of knowledge. I don't know how you can store it all. And here we're seeing the Holy Cross Crusaders starting to work in some of their bench. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised it lasted this long, as the Crusaders are up by a substantial margin of 20 points. And certainly the game isn't over with 3 minutes left, but it'll be nice to see some of the bench players get in. Again, down low to number 20, who's unable to make this one count, but he's just, again, down low in that green paint, he's just dominating the game.
And when referring to the green paint, we're of course talking about the key, which might not always be green. Oh, to number 2, and the attempt, and unsuccessful. Holy Cross taking possession of the ball. Number 5, Amon, losing it. Bit of a scramble here. Number 13 gets it, of course, number 5, Amon. Oh, lost attempt. Number 21 for Grant Park. Now we're starting to see the scramble. We're starting to see the work. We're starting to see the true grit. Oh, Sylvester Alexander.
Sylvester Alexander. Oh, and he unfortunately is down, but a pretty play.
Talk about a sacrifice throw. You know, the result was beautiful. The process painful.
You know what? He's waving off the trainer. He's fine. He's a tough guy. A true Pirate. There's no question about it. And here we are. We're going to kick it back to number 14 for an inbound.
You know, if there was any Pirate that made parting look good, it certainly would be Johnny Depp. He's a favorite of the ladies, and certainly when he comes out with his next Part of the Caribbean movie, I'm sure he'll be quite a draw once again. Return to the game. Oh, Amon makes the shot, but of course the whistle was blown beforehand, so we'll see what the Seabreeze decision is.
You know what, back to Johnny Depp, Mr. B. I kind of, to be honest, I know that the ladies love him, and I hope he's not listening right now, but I think he's kind of weird looking. Like, kind of creepy. I kind of be scared of him.
Well, you know, I saw him on a talk show years ago, and the guy's into insects. Yeah, he's a bit weird.
And you know who else is into insects? The gentleman in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, we saw how that movie turned out. So, Johnny Depp, you're a wacko. But you know what? That being said, you're the wacko we love. So if you're listening, hey, big ups to Johnny Depp, and we wish you all the best. Returning back to the high school basketball action, number 14, Richard Boss. Let's see if he can make the shot, and that's one.
And he makes it count. One. Just love that sound. Oh, it's just music to my ears. You know, as this last shot goes up.
Oh, and no success there. Grant Park in possession with less than 2 minutes left. Sylvester Alexander really wants to see something happen, and there he goes, right off the fingertips. Richard Boss loses the ball. Oh, back to Holy Cross, redeeming themselves. So, Mr. Amon, that's two.
And Sylvester Alexander, you know, a nice move there on the front court. I realized that the gentleman fell down, and some of the players on the bench for Grant Park were quite excited, but I know the coach isn't excited with how this game has gone. The Pirates currently down by 18 with 1:37 left in the game. You know what? Just as he's shooting this last free throw, Mr. Amon, we're going to send a shout out to one of our big sponsors, Warehouse One, the Jean Store, for providing a lot of the apparel for the tournament. And Warehouse One has been a big sponsor with for the last number of years, and we appreciate everything that they give us and everything that they give us. It's you know, it's always nice to see the charity of the community come in to make this tournament better. We're getting down into the dying seconds of the game, and the Pirates are continuing to press and looking for some turnovers and easy baskets. But basically, this game is wrapped up. Hopefully, we'll see the Pirates fight right to the end. The other thing we're seeing here is some good movement by the Holy Cross Crusaders. They're looking to end this game and end it without a lot of fouls and just get it over.
Sylvester Alexander to number 2, and the attempt failed. Holy Cross really trying to just maintain this lead. Taking it a little bit easier here, just with 40 seconds left in the game. They know there's not much fear of a comeback. That's 3 though for Holy Cross. Bring it to 83-60. We'll see if that comes. Oh, my mistake. That was 2 points. Feet just inside the 3-point line.
So we got 30 seconds left in the game. Ball's into number 2. Kicks it out to Sylvester. Sylvester knocks one down from 3. Now we're just playing for points, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to keep the press on because that's what coach wants to do. And an easy basket based on a lazy pass from Richard B. Richard B takes the inbound from Amon. You
know, even when we get a serious lead, we don't want to get lazy. We always want to show our best. And that's 2 once more, bringing it up to 84-65 for Holy Cross.
And this probably is going to wrap up the game. Holy Cross all the way from BC going to come in, and they're going to come in and come away on the winning side of the draw for now.
And we're going to throw it to Melissa down on the floor.
Actually, we're going to wrap. Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up, and you know, a great game. We're going to throw it down to Melissa for some post-game comments. Here you go, Melissa. Thanks so much.
Hi folks, I'm now here with Miss Diana Dysor, the director of the upcoming school musical, Aida. Tell me, what is Aida all about?
Well, Aida is about a Nubian princess who gets captured by the Egyptians, and she ends up falling in love with her captor, and we will see how well it ends. You'll find out.
So, what are the days of this musical?
Aida will be running on March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at 7 p.m. with a dinner theater night on the 23rd.
And who is your favorite actor, actress of this musical?
I think my favorite actor or actress of the entire musical would have to be everybody. Everybody's great, especially Melanie Deligdig. She's really good. What do you think?
It's the height, isn't it? Thank you, Ms. Dysor. Back to you guys.